Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm just going to publish a video for the sake of doing it because it's been like a month. I've been gone, I've been doing some stuff. So first off, I am continuing to work on my master's degree in exercise science, which is a really big lift. It really takes away from other things. You gotta make sacrifices somewhere, and unfortunately, the YouTube algorithm is gonna just have to wait until I'm done. On that note though, I did just finish my last major class. The only major class I have left is my dissertation. So expect a little bit more consistent content as I wrap up my dissertation and get my master's degree that I'll probably never use. On another note, I was prepping for America's Strongest Veteran, and for the last 12 weeks, really this was like 2 weeks ago, so it's old news by now, but I prepped for America's Strongest Veteran, which is a competition held every year in Virginia. It's been held for 5 different years. There is an open class, which is all veterans. You do have to be a veteran to compete, so sorry if you're not a veteran and you wanted to be America's Strongest Veteran, you should have joined. So there is an open class, and then there's also an active duty class. Now with the competition, the open class is who's actually competing for the title. So I signed up for the open class because you could win as active duty, but then you're just like the strongest active duty person at that body weight. And I wanted to be the title holder, my first national title, America's Strongest Veteran, which I am in the 100 kilo class. Now, something to note here is if you're a veteran and you think you're strong, maybe you should show up to the competition, because if you think you're stronger than me, well, no better place to go throw down than at America's Strongest Veteran. And maybe then next year, you'll win this instead of me, but you probably won't. The competition went really well, really no complaints. It was run really well, it was seamless. Great attitudes everywhere. Inter-service rivalry is always one of those things where like it can be really good or really bad, but I got to give everybody that showed up an A+. Didn't meet a single bad person the entire day, which is actually pretty normal for strongman competitions. Most strongman competitors are pretty freaking awesome. But it was just a really amazing day. I did have to cut 12 pounds because apparently I got fat, who would have thought? Which I'm working on. So I've only gained about 7 of that poundage back, and I'm looking to compete in about October, like 6 weeks-ish, for Ohio's Strongest Man. So when I compete at Ohio's, I'll also be competing in the 100 kilo class, which is, it's just gonna be great. It's gonna be wonderful. If you're in the area, come show up. I know that a couple Massonomics crew members are gonna be there. I know Dr. Hogan Gagel's gonna be there. It's gonna be great. One of the things I did want to touch on with winning America's Strongest Veteran, which again, I really did go into this with the goal of winning that title. I was very focused, I was very driven, and mission accomplished. It went exactly how I needed it to go that day. And with every single event, I actually performed better than I did in a single day of practice, which is, it's what we want, right? When you show up, especially when you're a home gym owner, sometimes it's hard to motivate yourself. So you show up on game day, you got all those amazing people around you and you perform well. Now, the other thing that made me perform well was 12 amazing weeks of preparation, which took place through a coaching service. Now, I know Andrew Haynes, he helps me run the Throwdown at Home Gym Con. He helped me run it this year along with some amazing other volunteers. And we were kind of talking in jest because he's also a veteran, and he's like, hey, if you want to train for this, it's an amazing show. You won't regret it. He had video of him doing it before. And he said that I'll train you. And so what I didn't realize is that I was going to be getting trained from him from the Stronger Together team, which is just another service that's out there. Now, there are tons of different coaching teams out there. I've done Kabuki's one-on-one coaching. I have now done the Stronger Together's one-on-one coaching. I've done group programming. I've done like Alan Thrall's old programming that he sold. I've done a lot of programs, and I gotta say that out of all the ones I've done, the Stronger Together had the best community. It had the best like group chat that I've ever been a part of. And I know that sounds really dumb, but when you train in a home gym, having that group chat is actually a really important thing. Now, I didn't participate all that much in it, but it was really cool to see this giant group of people that came together and they would cheer for their people. Now, when it comes to the Stronger Together, I didn't do the group programming rate. There is a group programming rate you can do. I really don't have any feedback on that, but I do know that, again, I'm gonna go back to Hogan. Hogan does it and he seems to really enjoy it. He seems to really like it. What I chose to do instead was the one-on-one programming, and again, working with Andrew, and I have zero complaints. He had workouts ready for me, usually every single Sunday. All of my workouts would populate for the entire week, Monday through the next Saturday. And they were all challenging workouts. They made sense logically. I am unfortunately and I say educated because I have education in exercise science, and they all made sense logically there. So the way that it works is basically it's through your phone, which is my only thing that I hate about it. It's through the Train Heroic app. The Train Heroic app is a good app as far as fitness apps goes. It's easy to use. I just don't like using my phone for workouts. I prefer to just ditch my phone, use it as a camera maybe for making some sweet Instagram posts for the bros and the gals out there. But that's my only feedback, is that I really don't like the app. However, they put in your sets, and usually my different sets are, usually there's like a main mover, sometimes it's supersetted with something, but there was giant sets incorporated. It was challenging, there was plyometric, speed work, volume work, and strength work. All of it was just logical and made sense, and I have zero complaints. And obviously it is effective because here I am America's Strongest Veteran in the 100 kilo class, and I have my coach to thank for that. I want to keep this video short though, basically just give you guys an update. I do have some stuff that's set up for review. Some things to look out for is the Bells of Steel SB4 safety squat bar video. Kayvon gave me a SB4 as we were leaving Home Gym Con because he wanted to make up for the SSB2, I think is the one I reviewed before, which I did not like. And I gotta say that watch the video when it comes out. I've also got some stuff coming from Titan Fitness, which I know is probably like, ooh. Additionally, I'm gonna be doing some stuff with Rep Fitness, which is gonna be really exciting, looking at doing a couple barbells from them. And then of course, I'm gonna be going back to doing some stuff from Dean from Black Widow training gear. So that's what's on the horizon. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys that watch this video. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting the channel, and I'll see you next week.